Good morning. Our lesson today is about circumference of a circle. Okay, let's see this video. Okay. From the video, we should remember some points which is very important, like the radius. The radius is the line segment that connects from the center of the circle to any point on the circle. This is the radius. And the diameter is the longest chord. The longest chord which connected between any 2 points on the circle and passing through the center. You have the relation between the radius and the diameter? Yes, the radius is 2 from the diameter. So the diameter equals 2 from the radius, and the radius half of the diameter. Okay, from this shape, 2 radius equals the diameter, so all of the diameter equals 2 from R, like we said before. Okay, what is the circumference of the circle? We know that the radius from the center to the end of the circle, and the diameter from connected between any 2 points on the circle and passing it through the center. We remember that. But what is the circumference of the circle, which is our lesson today? The circumference of the circle is the distance around the circle. Do you remember the perimeter? The perimeter of any shape is the frame of the shape. So the circumference of the circle, like the perimeter, but in the circle, it has a special name. So the circumference, the frame, or the distance around the circle. Okay. Do you see the loading time? When you see the loading time, try to remember that it's the circumference. What is the rule of the circumference? Circumference of the circle has 2 rules. Number 1, it's pi times d, which is pi times the diameter. This is the circumference. Or pi multiplied by, instead of d, we said that you have the relation between d and r. What is the relation? 2r equals the diameter. So instead of the diameter, I can write 2r. Okay, you remember in math language, it's better to write 2 at the first, after that by r. So the first law is by times d, or 2 times by times r. This is the 2 rules of the circumference of the circle. What is pi? The symbol of pi, it means 3.14 or equals 3.14. It is an approximation value. It is the value that is the ratio between the circumference of the circle and the diameter. So pi is the ratio between circumference of the circle and the diameter, which is 3.14, an approximation value, or 22/7. From where this value, we have the diameter, or the ratio between the circumference and the diameter. When we see the relation between them, you will see the circumference take around 3 diameters and 1 part. 3 diameters and one part according to 0.14. So from this, the value of pi 3.14 or 22 over 7, that means pi is constant value. So we have two rules for the circumference of the circle: pi times d, like we said before, and the 2 pi r. In the magic triangle, if you wanted to consider the circumference by multiplying by d, like that, okay? But if he give me the circumference and he wanted from me the diameter, so what should I do? I will hide the diameter, and after that start to divide the circumference divided by pi. So the diameter equals the circumference divided by, if he wanted from me the diameter and give me the circumference, okay? The same case in the radius. We said before that the circumference have another rule, that instead of pi multiplying by d, instead of d, 2r, so 2 pi r. Okay, when he give me the circumference and he want from me to get the radius, so I will hide the radius, and after that start to divide the circumference divided by 2 pi. Okay. Like we said before, remember that pi is 22 over 7 or 3.40, and this is constant value. The longest chord is the diameter, like we said before, the longest chord is the diameter. Example, diameter 28. Firstly, you should see what is the given diameter 28. So I will draw the magic triangle. Circumference equals pi multiplying by the diameter. He give me the diameter, and I know that pi is constant. So now I will get the circumference, pi times d. So the circumference equal pi. Pi, we said before that it has two values, 22 over 7 or 3.14. So he gave me that pi here is 22 over 7. So I should use the value which he gave me. So 22 over 7 multiplying by the diameter, which is equal here 28. So the answer will be equals 88 centimeters. Okay. Number 2, find the circumference of the circle with radius 7. Now, you give me the radius, yes. So I will use circumference equals 2 pi r. You give me the radius, and I know that pi is constant, and I wanted to get the circumference. So the circumference equals 2 pi r, which is equal to multiplied by, which is here 22 over 7 times r. What is the radius here? 7. So it will be 44 centimeters. And example number 3, the circle whose the length of the greatest chord 14. Do you remember the greatest chord? Yes, it is the diameter. So he gave me that the diameter equals 14 centimeter, and he wanted from me to get the circumference. So the circumference equals pi times d, which is equals, now you have pi at 3.14. You should use this value. So 3.14 multiplied by 14, which is equals to 43.96 centimeters. Okay. Number 4, a circle, its circumference 44 centimeters, then find its diameter. Now, the circumference is given, and find its diameter. I want the diameter from the magical triangle. Circumference equals pi times d. He gave me the circumference of the circle, and pi, I know that it's constant, and I want the diameter. So hide it with me. You should do what now? Circumference divided by. Excellent. So the diameter equals the circumference divided by. So the diameter equals, what is the value of the circumference? Substitute. Circumference equals 44 divided by. Pi equals what? 22 over 7. So the answer will be 14 centimeters. So the diameter here is 14 centimeters. Number 5, find the radius of a circle if its circumference equals 66 centimeters. Okay, he gave me the circumference here. and I want to get the radius. Okay, so I will use what triangle? Yes, I will use the triangle which has the radius. Circumference equals 2 times pi times r. Okay, he gave me the circumference. I know pi is constant and I want to get, now I wanted to get r, which is the radius. So the radius equals what? Hide r with me. Can you guess what we should do? Circumference divided 2 multiplied by pi. So it will be circumference over 2 pi. Circumference equals what? 66 divided by 2 times, what is pi here? 22 over 7. So the answer will be 10.5 centimeters. You have the homework, page 64 and 66 in the booklet. Thank you.